Taurus, hi, this is Prism Caverns with your reading for the 1st through the 12th of May 2018. Seems like time has been going really quickly. Yeah, put this like this here. Okay. I feel like a lot of you have sons or daughters who are Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, or Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Hold on. First to the 12th, first to the 12th. I feel like you've noticed that your child or children have not moved on from a past relationship and they're just really heartbroken. They might also be at that age where it's time to talk to them about the birds and the bees, and maybe your parents never had the birds and the bees conversation with you, so you're having a difficult time trying to talk to them about it. But the main thing that I'm feeling for the 1st through the 12th is your son. I really feel like it's more of a son than it is a daughter. Your son doesn't really talk to anyone anymore. If they do, it's very minimal. It's very, hey, how are you doing? And then that's it. Very minimal. I mean, your son didn't really talk very much to begin with, especially if they are a Pisces. They didn't talk very much. But now they speak even less. They might also be a very hot-headed child that when talking to them about past problems, they get out of control verbally, or they're just really angry. Two of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. So this week you're taking it upon yourself to, these are two very different colored cards. I don't know if you can see it. One's dark and the other one's lighter. I think they might be a Libra. And you're really watching them like they never come out of the room. When they do come out of the room, they don't say anything to anybody. They just kind of leave. You don't know where they're going. You don't know who they're with. You don't know what they're doing. You don't know anything. It's worse. It's worse than it's ever been before. But you've noticed something else about them. You have been able to recognize the tracks of their tears. You can recognize, especially if they are a Scorpio, you can read through your child. That's the thing. They think that you don't know anything about them. Like you wouldn't understand. But the thing is you do understand, Taurus. You understand perfectly. That's why you just sit back and you wait for them to come to you, because every time you try to go to them, you're wrong. Or they think you're wrong. But now this time, you're coming to them. And you're sitting them down. And you're like, you're going to tell me exactly what happened. But the way you're doing it this time, you're not coming in like with authority. You're coming in con cariño. You're coming in with compassion. You're coming in with love. The Star in the reverse. You may also, they may also be dating an Aquarius. And you know that the Aquarius that they're dating is actually not good for them. Five of Wands in the reverse. You know that the person that they are with right now is only to cover up the pain that they have within. You know that. But you also know that it's not right to jump into another relationship so quickly after having such a long-term relationship. They might have been with him for 5 years. They might have been with him for 3 years. They might have been with him they were definitely with them for 3 or more years. Not the Aquarius. They were with possibly a fire sign for 3 or more years. And no more than 5 months later do they get into a relationship with an Aquarius. And you know there's something wrong here. You know this relationship is not fake. And you know, Taurus, if there's anybody that knows this best, it's you. Hurt people hurt people. So you're pretty sure that the woman your son was dating was a fire sign. She was already hurt from previous relationships. She didn't give herself a chance to detox or give herself a chance to heal before getting in the relationship with your son. Now, after that relationship with your son and her had terminated, he gets into a relationship with someone else, and he's going to hurt them in the same way that he was hurt. It's a cycle. So, you know, you're going to be stepping in, you're going to be breaking that cycle, but you're going to be doing that by speaking to them and telling them, I know I've never really been around, or I know maybe you have been around, but you've always been so like selfish in your thinking, you know, maybe you yourself accepted a husband or a girlfriend back, but you're telling your children that they shouldn't do that because it's hypocritical. So you're starting to look at yourself in the eyes of your child. Strength. Yeah, it was probably a Leo, right? Because this comes out on top of this, that they were dating. They were probably dating a Leo in the past. And you know that this Leo was already hurt. That's why you were trying to tell your son, you know, be careful with this Leo sign, because I could tell she's hurt. And I could tell she's probably going to try and use you, Taurus, but you wanted to protect your son. You wanted to build your son up before he inflicted himself by getting in a relationship with someone who was inflicted. Now, I don't feel like the Leo was trying to use your son. I think the Leo was also trying to gain stable grounding with him, but she wasn't ready, which kind of like messed things up. And so you've just let your son do whatever he wants to do with his life for now, but you're watching him and you're just like, okay, his behavior is very different than it is before. He might have gotten into drugs. You know, he might be breaking into homes. He might be breaking into cars. He might be in and out of jail now, like things that he was never doing before. And now it's just like his shit is getting out of hand. That is so funny. Look at this. There's a freaking fairy thing right here that I gave to my mom not too long ago. And I said, shit is getting out of hand. She's missing a fucking hand. Do you see that right there, guys? I didn't even notice that till right now. She's missing a hand. Things are getting out of hand. But you are the mother. You are Taurus. Sorry if I keep looking in this direction. I just want to look at myself, you guys. I'm a little conceited. Even if I look like a goofy nutball this morning. Let me pull out a card for the Star. I wouldn't be surprised if you were even following or stalking your son, because you just want to know what they've been up to. You're scared. You're hurt. You're afraid that they might still be seeing the Leo behind your back. Knight of Swords in the reverse. Okay. The Star. With the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Okay, the Aquarius that they are currently dating, you know that they are liars. And you know that this is not someone you want dating for your son. And it has nothing to do with color. Okay? It has nothing to do with race. It has nothing to do with shit. But it's got everything to do with the principle. Okay? With the fact that the woman that your son is currently dating is a liar. Look at that. The Star is in the reverse. Knight of Swords for communication is in the reverse. Like, look at it. Put it together. Your son is either a Pisces or a Scorpio. Sons who have mothers like you, Taurus, are blessed because they have no idea that you know them better than you know yourself. That's intense love. You know what's best for them? Because if you had the opportunity to live life all over again, you would do it for yourself. But you can't. justice in the sun. Your sun may also be a Libra. So Pisces, Libra, or a Scorpio, that's what I'm feeling. You're telling your sun, you know, I know I've made a lot of mistakes in the past too. I'm not a perfect mother. And if you really want me to tell you what I think is best for you, because I know you don't like to hear what I have to say, but I'm going to say it anyway because I really think you're going to have a change of heart with this, okay? I think you should go back to the Leo with the sun here. Or go back to the fire sign, the Sagittarian, the Aries, or the Leo. Because you know that fire sign, Taurus, that fire sign made your son happy. It filled his heart and his soul with this. Don't mind my little tiny nails, guys. A lot of anxiety and I work in the backyard. But look, they had so much to offer them. It was always, this person was always optimistic. This person was always positive. This person was always fair. This person could keep a secret. This person was fun. This person was friendly. This person was kind. This person was knowing. This person was wise. They might have been a little bit older than your son. They might have been a little bit younger. Either way, it doesn't matter. It was a fire sign, Taurus. And you're about to give your son the best advice any mother could ever hope to give their son. You're like, didn't think I'd ever say this, but I want you to go back to your ex. You would never suggest a son or a daughter or anybody going back to their ex. But you're suggesting it this time because the relationship they're in right now is going to be a crash and burn situation. And the woman they're with right now is not the right one for them. I kind of just seen 1221. So it could be like the times that you're seeing, or you're seeing the digits 1221 or 1212, but I really feel like it could be 1221. I want you to know that 1221 is good witch, bad witch. Good witch, bad witch. Good witch, bad witch. Just think about that. The woman they're dating now is a bad witch. The woman they were dating then was a good witch. But just take the time to think about what you're going to tell your son, because your son's going to feel like it's going to be a trap when you tell them you want them to go back to her. But you have your ways. You have your little ways to get things done, Taurus. Taurus through the 12th, 2018. You know what makes your son the happiest. And you're not going to hold them back this time. In fact, you're going to help them. Tumbled stones, rainbow healing. You're going to help them find the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. You're going to help them get this person back. Let me pull out a weapon for you. Hand mirror. Elegant scalloped details ring the face of this antique silver hand mirror, also known as scrying. Pay attention to details, smoke and mirrors, reflection, memories, and self-preservation. You see yourself in your son. And you're like, why would I want to deny my son from the exact same happiness my parents want to try to deny me? My son is a second chance at love. I want to grant it to him. I'm going to show him how. All he has to do is look at himself first. Look at what he's become. And notice that he's been treating people like objects. Kind of like the Beast from Beauty and the Beast. All right.